You're watching MBTV.
Straight ahead on this edition of CityVision, save yourself a trip to City Hall and use our improved online Citizen Support Center.
We'll show you how easy it is. And our city has recorded a drop in violent crimes. Hear from our police chief.
Plus, North Beach will soon welcome the classic American musical. Hello and welcome to CityVision, your source for everything you need to know about Miami Beach. I'm Emily Oz.
And I'm Yvette Diaz. On this edition, we're at the Art Deco Welcome Center on Ocean Drive.
And we want to give a quick shout out to the Miami Heat.
In this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach.
And you did. A big thanks to LeBron and the rest of the Miami Heat for a great season.
Way to go, guys. And now back to this. We've got a beautiful backdrop today to showcase the city's wonderful sister cities relationships.
Inside the Art Deco Welcome Center on Ocean Drive, it's the first annual Sister Cities International Artist Showcase. The Miami Beach Sister Cities Committee organized the show with art coming from the 9 countries where Miami Beach has a sister city. The cultural exchanges continue to flourish, with an 11th relationship soon to be added to that list. Later in the show, we'll tell you what city is next and much more about our Sister City program.
It's that time of year again. Hurricane season starts June 1st and runs through the end of November. Along with increased rain during this time, there's always a chance that a hurricane will make landfall in South Florida. In fact, did you know that statistically South Florida is the most hurricane-prone area in the United States? It's good to take the time now to prepare you and your loved ones for a storm event. Get a hurricane kit ready and know where you're going to stay on the mainland should an evacuation order be given for Miami Beach.
It's very important that you take care of yourself, you take care of your family, because that frees us up to take care of everything else we need to do, and there's a lot to do. So it's kind of a team approach. We need our residents to help us so we can help them.
Our city is well equipped to handle any weather event. To see how our city prepares for a storm and to see in detail what you'll need to do to prepare, please watch Plan and Prepare Miami Beach.
Any of those hazards can result in loss of life, so you need to be prepared for any and all those.
The half-hour program will air here on MBTV 77 daily during storm season. You can check MBTV's schedule on our city's website, miamibeachfl.gov. Our website is also where you can click on the 2011 Hurricane Guide, which will also take you through the steps needed to prepare for hurricane season. Did you know that proper pruning of your trees can reduce the risk from storm damage? Use this website to find a certified arborist to inspect your trees, isa-arbor.com.
And while you're responsible for trimming your trees, the city is busy with the responsibility of maintaining thousands of trees in our city's public parks and right-of-ways.
Here are some notable changes happening to our landscape.
A handful of the trees along Pine Tree Drive have been removed after decay was found in their trunks.
That's the decay at the base of the trees. That's our main worry. And we have decay fungus here. You see this?
The Australian pine trees were planted a century ago, but recently some of the trees have failed. Experts studied the 5 excavated trees and were pleasantly surprised. Only 1 was likely to fail. The remaining 4 were still healthy enough to survive. And the city does not plan to remove any more of the 290 Australian pines at this time. But we will continue to monitor the trees along Pine Tree Drive for decay. And in the South Point neighborhood, the city's ongoing upgrades to the infrastructure and the streetscape are shaping up. And we've thought of every last detail, right down to the planting of hundreds of trees in the neighborhood south of 5th Street. If you suspect someone is illegally trimming or removing trees, what do?
You can report it online on our city's Citizen Support Center.
In fact, it's just one of the hundreds of things you can address with the touch of a button online.
We explain in our City Focus segment.
As a resident of Miami Beach, so many conveniences are always at your doorstep. Attractions, restaurants, beaches, and business. And with so much happening in our busy lives, every second counts. And with a new and improved online citizen support center, Miami Beach is making it even more convenient to address your needs by bringing city services and answers to your fingertips. Did you know that you can go on the internet to do a lot of the things that you could be doing here at City Hall?
Nope, did not know that until you told me.
Now, with a few simple keystrokes of your mobile device or home computer, you can do things like pay your utility bill, lodge a complaint to our city, make a request, or get answers to your questions.
I think it's wonderful. Anything that they put online is going to save money for the people and taxpayers, as well as making it convenient for people.
The Online Citizen Support Center may save you a trip to City Hall and the task of finding a parking spot.
It allows the resident to, again, make their request online at the convenience of their own home or office, 24/7. And based on their category or their request, it's automatically rerouted to the department that handles such request.
Visit the city's website, miamibeachfl.gov, and you'll see on the left at the bottom a link called Citizen Support. That brings you to the Online Citizen Support Center, where you can choose what to do next.
How about the barking dog one? So where would I go to do that?
I'll show you. It's really easy. You go in here to the Make a Request one and click on that. And when you make a request to the city, for example, to check on that barking dog, you'll get a tracking number that allows you to check the status of the request online at any time. And feel free to browse the list of over 300 frequently asked questions. If your answer cannot be found, then go ahead and ask us. You'll get a tracking number for that too. Yeah, your quick link down there is Citizen Support. That's where you find all of that information. So it's right there on the homepage. Just click it and go.
Thank you for telling me. I'll check it out when I get home.
That's a great tool, and it's fantastic.
It's city services right at your fingertips. How easy is that?
Let me let you go. I have to pay my parking ticket. Yeah, I'm gonna do it online.
We're saving you time that can be spent elsewhere, working or playing in our vibrant and tropical city.
Thank you to the City of Miami Beach for bringing us so many tools and making it so easy for people living here or foreigners like me. Like, I moved 4 years ago and it was everything so easy to set up, start a business, move in, and that's really convenient.
Moving from a virtual community to the real streets of Miami Beach to see how federal dollars are positively impacting our city. Strengthening people, strengthening communities. That's the theme of this year's Community Development Week bus tour of Miami Beach.
Very low income. And we're going to drive by a lot of the projects that are owned and were rehabbed by Miami Beach Community Development Corporation.
Federal dollars funneled into Miami Beach through the Community Development Block Grant have been helping meet the physical, economic, and social needs of the community for the last 37 years. In the last 5 years alone, over $8.6 million have been given to the city to dole out to projects and services that will enhance the betterment of the community and its residents.
And the bus tour is an event that we've put together to commemorate Community Development Week and to showcase how we use our entitlement funds and to explain our programs and to have the recipients of our programs explain what it is that they do with those funds.
Community leaders stopped off at places like the city's community center on 6th Street, where you'll find cost-reduced daycare, career counseling services, and meal programs that serve hundreds of local senior residents.
So we piece together every funding source that we're able to get in order to make one whole program for the residents of this community. So the support of the city of Miami Beach is incredibly important to us.
Our city also partners with many nonprofits to offer special one-time programs to enrich our offerings for people of all ages. Because learning is a lifelong process, the city's Office of Community Services teamed up with AARP to hold a cooking class to teach these aging Americans how to eat healthy on a budget.
So we're going to pound. Vamos a golpear.
Professional chef Carlos Rentas incorporated ingredients featured in the city's Food Collaborative program to prepare a 3-course meal. Many of the people who live at the Council Towers Senior Living Center take advantage of the city's food discount program, which lets residents buy bulk groceries at greatly discounted prices. And it appears the group liked the end results.
Our Office of Community Services provides many different services. For more information, you can visit their help desk on the ground floor of City Hall, or you can call 305-673-7491.
Whether it's better services or actual physical infrastructure upgrades, there are always improvements happening in our vibrant and tropical city.
It's time to showcase more improvements in our planned progress report. Here's Sherry Holbert-Lipner from Lincoln Road.
As one of the most famous open-air pedestrian malls in the United States, Lincoln Road is constantly improving. The recent 1111 project is one example. Now the city is focusing on the east end of Lincoln Road. A $1 million makeover is slated to transform the area from Washington Avenue to Collins Avenue. Work began in May on streetscape improvements that will better accommodate both pedestrians and vehicular traffic. Improvements will include new sidewalks, safety improvements, decorative lighting, a new median, new signage, and landscaping with irrigation.
The project is going well, and it's a quick project. Everything is going smoothly and quickly, and the tourists are enjoying Lincoln Road.
As with any city project in a business district, we've taken into consideration the needs of the merchants, the restaurants, and the hotels who may be impacted by construction. Oscar Barameda is the general manager of a nearby hotel.
They did what they promised. They clean up after each day, and they made sure that as if nothing was happening during the construction.
City staff met with business owners and developed a fast-paced phasing plan to get the work done as quickly as possible to accommodate the area businesses.
This one is really make a difference for us, especially for this property and also for Lincoln Road.
You're still able to drive the same route and bus routes remain the same. But during construction, traffic is shifted and reduced to one lane in either direction. The new look of the east portion of Lincoln Road will debut this fall. For NBTV, I'm Sherry Holbert-Lipner.
For more information on this and other city construction projects, please contact the Office of CIP directly by calling 305-673-7071.
Our city renovated the Byron Carlisle Theater Complex in North Beach in 2004. And now the entire area will be singing a brighter tune thanks to a new public-private partnership.
Like guts and nerve.
Our city's theater in North Beach is getting new life in the form of the classic American musical. With the new agreement, the Stage Door Theater is moving into the Byron Carlisle Theater to provide shows and programming for all ages to enjoy.
I quit the play!
Stage Door Theater is already producing award-winning performances for audiences in Broward County and hope to bring the same excitement to North Beach.
We took an abandoned movie theater behind a shopping center no one knew existed and made it into the third largest regional theater in South Florida. And it's become a destination, and people go to restaurants and shopping and everything there. And we think we can do the same thing with the Byron Carlisle, and that's what we're excited about.
Shows at the Byron Carlisle will begin as early as this fall, and look for student and resident discounts on ticket prices. For more information, visit mbculture.com.
Well, the Stage Door will soon be offering affordable theater in North Beach. Our next story is about a popular free event in North Beach every year.
The Miami Beach Festival of the Arts was back with a new twist. fact, an emphasis on crafts this year. The annual art extravaganza brought people to North Beach's Ocean Terrace for sights and smells for the whole family. Residents who live nearby appreciate the fact that the city helps organize this free event every year.
We love it.
Oh, it's great to bring it to the neighborhood. We live around here, so it's really nice to have art in the neighborhood. Glass work, painting.
Yeah, enjoy the sun by the beach. It's cool,
Yeah.
Mark your calendars for next year when the Festival of the Arts will celebrate its 38th year in our community.
Coming up, more on our Sister City program, running strong for over 5 decades in Miami Beach.
And how we're off to a safe start at our city's pools.
Plus, good news on our recent crime statistics.
Hey, you're watching MBTV 77.
Dance, art, theater, music, film, and more. Find out who, what, where, and when at mbculture.com.
You're watching MBTV. Go Miami!
Hey, that's not cool.
Keep our beaches clean. It's our responsibility. Pass it on.
Welcome back to CityVision. We're joined now by Ray Breslin, who is a member of the Sister Cities Committee for the City of Miami Beach. Thanks for being with us, Ray.
Thank you for inviting me, Emily.
Let's start at the beginning. Why does the city maintain a Sister City program?
Well, I think initially, 50 years ago, when Fujisawa and Miami Beach became sister cities, it was like somebody knew somebody there and said, oh, let's start a cultural exchange. And one thing led to another, and 50 years later we have 10 different sister cities, and they're all basically for cultural exchanges. All of them are located on water, just like we are, except for Brampton, our newest sister city.
The program was founded in 1959, and like you said, there are 10 sister cities right now, with an 11th coming very soon. Tell us about the Basel connection.
Well, you know, it's funny. We asked, as a committee, how come Basel, Switzerland isn't a sister city when we have a cultural exchange and have had for almost 10 years? Mm-hmm. And we looked back and saw that a cultural exchange was started back in 2004, but was never followed through on. And what you have to remember is Art Basel itself is, has nothing to do with city government. It's an engine that makes money for Basel and for Miami Beach. From a retail and hotel standpoint and all the bed tax and all of that, but nothing with the government. And we thought, well, gee, we should really have a government exchange as well.
When do you expect that to happen?
Oh, it's going to happen in December at the Art Basel Festival. Whether it happens just before or during the festival, the government officials will be here and make it official that Miami Beach and Basel, Switzerland will be official sister cities.
Well, that's great. So can you tell us, Ray, about some sort of personal experience you've had during this cultural exchange with our sister cities?
Well, there's been many. The very first one was when Cozumel brought their peace ship here that traveled all over the world, and we were the very first destination. And that was the very first sister city event that I got to go to. But it really is great to see the dynamics of a sister city relationship and how it grows.
And speaking of, you helped and facilitate the sister city relationship with Brampton. How did that happen?
Well, a good friend of mine, Robert Raines, is from Brampton, has a home, or had a home down here. and we decided there were no Canadian sister cities. We knew there was a sister city program, and he went to his mayor, I went to our mayor, which was David Dermer at the time, and they said, okay, make a presentation to sister cities, and the actual official sister city happened under Mayor Bauer's reign in 2009.
What a great story. And this art exhibit is another example of how the Sister City program is enriching the lives of our residents. Well, this has been a fantastic tutorial on our Sister Cities program. Ray, thank you so much for joining us on CityVision today.
Thank you very much for having me, and I hope this is just the first of many years that we'll be doing this program. Thank you very much.
I hope so too. All right, well, stay tuned. There'll be much more ahead on CityVision.
While the Sister City exhibit has come and gone, our city is full of free art. Up next, we'll show you a new program sending our kids on an art venture.
Plus, these residents are ready to react should a disaster strike.
And a sober message for our local high school students.
The National League of Cities and the City of Miami Beach have a new program to help you save money on prescriptions not covered by insurance. The Miami Beach Prescription Discount Card is available to all city residents free of charge and can help you save an average of 20% off the price of commonly prescribed medications at participating pharmacies. To learn more about where you can pick up the card and what pharmacies participate in the network, call toll-free 1-888-620-1749 or visit caremark.com/NLC.
You're watching MBTV, live from Miami Beach. We're supporting the Miami Heat.
Enjoy your day at the beach. For your safety and protection from infection, please wear shoes in public pathways. Clean up your animal's waste. Do not enter the dunes. Use towels wherever possible to sit or lay on the beach. And rinse your feet when leaving our beautiful beaches. The City of Miami Beach wants you to safely enjoy our greatest natural resource.
Welcome back to CityVision. Our city is qualified and prepared to handle any emergency situation or natural disaster.
Do you have a personal desire to help during such a time? Well, there's a way to do just that with free CERT training from our city.
4 explosions occurred in the city of Miami Beach.
Believe it or not, this mock drill may be increasing your neighborhood's disaster readiness because these are not paramedics or police officers, they're your fellow residents.
Miami Beach CERT teams have been activated in the outlying areas of Ground Zero.
This mock disaster drill is the final exam of sorts for a new class of Miami Beach's Community Emergency Response Team, or CERT.
Today we happen to be using a terrorist event, but we use different mock exercises. We could use a hurricane scenario, we can use a flood disaster, terrorism, H1N1, an oil spill. It could be anything, any emergency that we decide, and they have to go through the scenario and kind of play it out like the real thing.
6 weeks of classroom training prepares them for this drill, a chance to practice what they've learned about recognizing and responding to an emergency.
And just helping people. I mean, honestly, saving a life from the bare minimum, just pulling them out of rubble to, giving a treatment, triage, to you name it. Definitely learned a lot here.
The free course convenes once a week and offers training in basic medical aid, light search and rescue, and how to organize volunteers effectively should a disaster strike in Miami Beach.
Having volunteers work with government is key to that teamwork effect, because it gives you a lot more eyes and ears. It gives you people out there that are going to notify you of events as they're going on.
And residents walk away with a personal satisfaction and skills they'll carry with them for a lifetime.
I've been on the beach for 18 years. I'm a parent. I got 2 kids. I feel more resourceful now.
It's a fabulous way to be a part of my community and get involved in my community and assist my community.
CERT training is available twice a year, once in the spring and again in the fall.
You can register online at miamibeachfl.gov and click on Public Safety, then the CERT quick link.
Our city's top priority is public safety, and we are so pleased to tell you that in 2010, statistics show that violent crime was down.
Between hosting Super Bowl, Pro Bowl, Spring Break, and so many other major events, 2010 was one of the busiest in recent history for Miami Beach. Last year produced a record number of tourists and visitors, and still, the city's crime rates were lower than they have been through much of the last decade.
The beginning of the year was as busy as I've ever seen, and as a result, our first 6 months of crime were off the charts, peaking almost to 12% above the previous year. Because of this police department's resiliency and the way that we bounced back, we were able to bring that crime rate down to a little over 2% for the end of the year, which speaks volumes about the men and women in this department.
Due to careful planning for major events and to proactive efforts on behalf of the police, like special investigations and outreach efforts, the city's violent crime rate was down in 2010. We're talking about the crimes of murder, rape, robbery, and aggravated assault. Petty larceny is still a problem. Police urge you to remember to lock up your valuables in your cars and homes to deter thieves.
For more information on our city's police department and its services, you can visit our website, miamibeachfl.gov, and click on Public Safety.
Our city is always aiming for better environmental marks too, with a new outreach program in honor of Earth Day.
There are hundreds of eating establishments to choose from in Miami Beach. And as part of ongoing sustainability efforts, the city and county reached out to Miami Beach businesses with a workshop called Growing a Green Restaurant.
Today we're kind of focusing on where the intersection between economics and the environment really take place.
The April Earth Month event touted the latest ways for busy restaurants to lessen their environmental footprint while still maintaining their bottom line.
First, educate the employees about what the basics we can do to become a greener restaurant, changing light bulbs and changing recycling program, garbage disposal, things like that, and whatever it takes to be greener.
Miami Beach, white sands, blue skies, green city.
A little concern for our environment goes a long way, especially now that we're facing record-breaking drought conditions.
The South Florida Water Management District has tightened up water restrictions. Watering is not allowed between the hours of 10 a.m. and 4 p.m., and there is no watering at all on the days of Monday, Tuesday, or Friday. Now residents and businesses with an even-numbered street address will be permitted to water lawns on Thursdays and Sundays from midnight to 10 a.m. and or from 4 p.m. to 11:59 p.m. Odd-numbered street addresses will be permitted to water on Wednesdays and Saturdays during the same time period.
If you want to report a violation of the water restrictions, please call our city's Code Compliance Division at 305-604-CITY. That's 305-604-2489.
For more information and other water-saving tips, visit sfwmd.gov. That's the website for the South Florida Water Management District.
Well, one place we're not short on water is at our city's 3 public pools. Stay cool and safe this summer.
Parents appeared to have just as much fun as their youngsters during their first swimming lessons.
It's getting them comfortable in the water, blowing bubbles, kicking, stuff like that.
Learn to swim classes for all ages and abilities are offered by our city's Parks and Recreation Department. To see the schedule of offerings and fees, visit miamibeachparks.com. Kids are never too young to learn basic water safety.
Well, being on Miami Beach, we're surrounded by water, and one of the leading causes in death in kids is drowning. So I think it's important for all kids to learn how to swim at an early age.
And our experienced Red Cross trained pool guards make the experience fun for the kids.
All right, that was excellent, really fun.
I've seen leaps and strides since he's begun, and the teachers are amazing and he loves it. In fact, when he's not behaving, we tell him that if he doesn't get it together, he can't come to swim class, and he immediately puts it all together. It's so fun for him.
Jacob, what do you like the most about your swim classes?
The jump part.
Yeah, do you...
By the way, Babies First Class is free for residents. Aqua Babies is for ages 3 to 5 years old, and it's offered at the Flamingo Park and Normandy Isle pools. For more information, visit miamibeachparks.com and click on Aquatics.
Despite tough budget decisions across the board the last few years, our city has maintained free admission for residents to all 3 of our city's public pools.
Have fun and stay cool. We'll see you this summer at the pool.
And before we talk about that summer vacation, let's recap an exciting new art program enriching our students.
It's an art adventure right in our own backyard.
A new program is helping local students see our city's public art in a whole new way. As part of Miami Beach's Education Compact, a program called Backyard ARTventure was formed. It's an extension of the city's Art in Public Places program, which has been placing unique and beautiful projects around our city since 1984. Some of them you may recognize.
And in that way, everybody will have an art project in the neighborhood where they live in.
Here you see Program Director Dennis Leyva giving a Career Day presentation to students at North Beach Elementary. As part of the Backyard ARTventure program, these students have already toured the city's public art and taken notes and made their own creative designs.
When I first saw it, I thought it was like kind of a house of mirrors thing.
When he did that sculpture, the intent was exactly what you said. It's like a mirror, house of mirrors. You go in, it's interactive, you have fun.
Our city's Backyard ARTventure program is making art accessible for our kids and strengthening their awareness and appreciation for what surrounds them.
I really like what they're doing for our community. They're decorating our environment for us to have a better time, and I think we should respect their time and work that they put forth to making this a nicer environment. I just really like art.
Would you like to venture to see all our city's public art? We make it easy with our Art in Public Places interactive map found on the city's GIS page at mbculture.com.
And finally, we close with a very moving story for our entire community. Impaired driving can ruin lives in an instant.
On this otherwise picturesque Miami Beach day, a gruesome scene unfolded in a parking lot in South Beach. A mock deadly car crash illustrates what can happen when a drunk person chooses to get behind the wheel. Miami Beach law enforcement helped several community partners hold the annual Cheat the Reaper demonstration before local students who were about to celebrate a big milestone, prom. The kids say seeing their own friends in this situation really hits home.
The reality of it just made you think about what if you're really in that position. I can't see myself drinking after prom, in prom, like I just can't.
The message can't be any clearer. This is a high-risk time. It's an exciting time. Kids should be having a very good time and a memorable time at their prom, but making those critical decisions around drugs and alcohol is the most critical time in their lives.
Do you want tips on how to talk to your teen about drugs and alcohol? Visit timetotalk.org.
And that wraps up this edition of CityVision. Thanks for watching.
And we leave you today with a look at the big crowds at the city's free cinema series at Soundscape.
The weekly Wednesday night movies will resume again in the fall. Visit mbculture.com for details.
And go Heat!
Go Heat!